Today, we look at an incredible rescue mission that saves 20,000 penguins. Yes, 20,000 is what I said. This is a story of the largest and most inspiring animal rescue operation in history, right off the coast of South Africa. Our story starts on June 23, 2000, when a ship, the MV Treasure, sank between Robben Island and Dawson Island, two breeding hotspots for the African penguin. The ship spewed several thousand tons of oil into the ocean, creating an environmental disaster. And right in the line of fire from this disaster were more than 40% of the world's population of African penguins, already listed as an endangered species. The oil spill put their existence under threat. Whereas the African penguins are charming and walk in waddling ways, this is a story of survival. As soon as news about the oil spill broke, several wildlife organizations and volunteers initiated one of the biggest rescue operations. International Bird Rescue teamed up with South African conservationists, and soon more than 45,000 volunteers joined in to save these birds. Volunteers worked around the clock to clean and treat the oiled penguins. The oil stuck to their feathers, making it impossible for them to swim, fish, or keep warm. Without intervention, these birds would starve, freeze, or be poisoned. Each penguin had to be painstakingly scrubbed, rehabilitated, and closely monitored, a delicate process that often took weeks. Here's where the story gets even crazier. While the volunteers were busy cleaning, they also made the bold decision to relocate nearly 19,000 unaffected penguins by hand. These birds were captured and moved more than 800 kilometers away from the spill site to the safety of the Eastern Cape. The hope was to keep them far away from the oil while the coast was being cleaned. Once the spill was under control, the penguins, some of whom swam all the way back to their home islands, were safely returned to their colonies. The operation was a logistical marvel. Can you imagine transporting 19,000 penguins overland? The rescue was more than just a success. Against all odds, over 90% of the penguins that were rehabilitated were returned to the wild. That's tens of thousands of lives saved. It was an emotional and triumphant moment, not just for the penguins, but for the volunteers and conservationists who had poured their hearts into this monumental effort. This rescue wasn't just about cleaning feathers. It was about preserving an entire species. African penguins are still vulnerable today, with threats like climate change and overfishing looming. But the MV Treasure Rescue demonstrated the incredible things we can achieve when people come together. It's a reminder that every effort counts and that we have the power to protect the natural world. So, next time you see these adorable penguins waddling along the coast, remember their story of survival. From a sinking ship to a heroic rescue, their lives were saved by an army of caring people. And by the end of it all, these resilient little birds waddled right back to where they belong. This is the kind of story that makes you believe in the power of community and compassion. Thanks for joining us on Africa's Storybook. Make sure to subscribe for more incredible tales from Africa's past and present. Leave a comment below if you love this story, and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode. Until next time, let's keep these stories alive and celebrate the beauty of our wildlife.